Good morning.
Hi.
That screen is tilted. I can't see it. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Go
Good.
live
Are we
over.
actually live?
We are actually
Okay.
live.
Welcome to Coffee Beanery Sip and Share. I'm Laurie.
I'm Patti.
I'm Britton.
And
Today we're trying subscription
today
coffee.
we're trying very fun.
Yeah.
So
Here's your box.
everybody knows
Yeah.
this subscription is
know.
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
Our last subscription box was so popular. I think people
know.
just went gaga over the pink box.
I felt really bad because we had people commenting like, I signed up and I got the October box and I wanted the pink box. I'm like, I'm sorry.
That was
Those are
last
sold
month.
out.
That was last month. But this is super
There's still
cute.
some full size left though.
Yeah.
Like the pods were gone almost
Of the coffees.
immediately,
Yeah.
but there's still some of the 12-ounce left.
Yeah.
Which we have refillable pods, so you can always. They're super cheap.
Yeah,
You
they're
could
$3. It's a great deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to try these. I don't know that we've tried them together as a collection.
We have not. No.
Like we try things when they come in, different flavorings, but then we don't just try them as a collection.
No. We'll try them and then we'll assign them like throughout the year to different flavors. So yeah, we never really get to try them.
Yeah, it's darling. And then the Michigan Urban Legends is hilarious.
I thought that was great.
Michigan
I thought that was really
has a
cute.
ton of like haunted history and
Dog Man.
weird
So they actually, I just watched a special on the Dog Man. It's up in Cadillac. So again, in Michigan, we show you on our hand. So we're here and Cadillac's like right here. And the Dog Man is half dog, half man. Obvious, right?
And they wrote the Michigan Chillers books.
Yes.
A dog-like creature standing on a high lynx with a human torso and a howl resembling a human scream.
And so there's a airport that they built up there, and a huge airport. And we know that there's not really a lot of need for a huge airport in Cadillac. And they said that there was no I'm sorry, it's actually Baldwin, but it's close to Cadillac. There was no actually like flights that went in and out. And now the rumor is that it is a government facility where they created the Dog Man.
Oh.
So there you go. There's a little bit about the Dog Man you didn't ask for.
Keeps going.
Oh, add it to the Halloween conspiracies.
So if you're not familiar with their subscription box, it's a really fun monthly box that you can get. And each one's curated to a different theme. Yes. So this month, obviously, was Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Last month was Pretty in Pink. Yeah. Sometimes it might be Picnic or Macaron or who knows what.
Who knows?
It's all over the board, but it is fun. So it's 4 coffees that fit a theme, and you can get them in K-cups or little sampler packs if you do brew coffee
or full size.
Or full size, which is the cheapest. You are going to get the full size, and then you're guaranteed to get it.
Yeah, if you buy the full size every time anyway, you probably should just get the full size subscription.
Yes.
Because it is $50, right?
And that's shipping included.
So that's really only $10 a bag, which is a good bag.
And this week I bought up decaf because I don't think we talk about the fact that you can get it in decaf enough.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a cool
I see
thing.
that a lot of times on my feed, people looking for decaf options.
Yeah.
And all of our flavor coffee is available in decaf.
Yeah. Carl says he's having the cider K-cup right now. And Patti says she missed this month. The plum looks amazing. The plum is good.
It is good. I'm excited to try it. So the first one is honey cake.
Honey cakes.
The natural sweetness of golden honey drenched vanilla cake.
I knew Brayton would hate this.
They were grinding this one. I want to like honey.
I know.
So bad.
I didn't like honey until we went to Vegas and had a charcuterie board, and it was amazing honey.
And we did.
And now I've
You're not gonna try it? No. Okay. Well,
no, I just really don't like honey.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah. I love honey. I would eat honey like.
And to me, this smells like gourmet honey, like special honey.
Smells. Yeah,
I want to eat honeycomb. I want to eat honey all the time. And this flavor, when we did a honey earlier this year, people really liked it.
Bill says the truth is out there. Dog Man.
And that's Dog Man.
That would be me singing the X-Files theme.
Maybe that's what we should have been for Halloween. It's Dog Man.
Oh, we could be urban legends. I know you already come up with our costumes.
I know.
Since we'll be live on Halloween, and if you know why we'll be live on Halloween, I'm not going to tell you, but
I feel like I have a meeting or something on Halloween too.
You can't.
Am I going to be coming in a costume?
No.
Well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Somebody was going into a store the other day with a Thunderbirds jacket on, like a Grease one. And I thought, is it like an early Halloween party, or do they just love the Thunderbirds?
Are you just that cool?
Like they're just Grace inspired.
I love that for them. I would wear a pink lady's jacket all the time, and I would love it. Who doesn't want to be a pink lady?
The full-size flavors are available now, too.
Yeah.
This is really good.
I know when we did a honey flavor previously, people like went crazy for it. It's just really different. Like you don't.
I know.
A
lot of these too. This would be really good. Well, I mean, I guess, but it seems like it'd be really good cold too. Although I just prefer cold drinks. So
yeah, we were gonna do a bake off this month, but you guys, we've been tired. We've been real tired.
We had Amazon switch the way they do things, so we worked all weekend. Like literally made gift sets all weekend.
I think we got like 20 hours of overtime, something like that, of just working past.
Like those ones weren't because of the change. That was the normal.
Yeah, but the good news is we found out that we can make about 1,200 gift sets in 2 days. Yeah. We can do it.
I felt like I was never going to be finished making those stupid things. And my things are so cut up.
She was just making them over and over and over again. I'm wrapping them. Britton's boxing them. Like it was just like a total team effort. We've got people taping.
Yeah.
Found out you can wrap a basket every 14 seconds.
One of our MVP workers.
Oh, yeah. Estelle.
Oh, my gosh.
She did after cheerleading. I was like, well, we're going to go
to Britton's 6-year-old. Seven, I mean.
Yeah. She's 7. Yeah. And it's so funny because my dad was like, what's she going to do? Like, what's she going to help with? And I'm like, she can help.
She worked so hard.
She didn't take a break. She was like, she was hustling.
I kept turning around and you'd see her and she's carrying the inserts that go in and they're not heavy, but it's like a big pack. And she'd just be walking with them, taking them over. And I'm just like, dang,
go to the racks and just get them herself.
Yeah. Yeah. She was, independent. She's like, where are they? I'm like, they're over there. Yeah. She's like, okay.
Didn't need anybody. You show her one time and that was it.
The boxes she had to put them in were too tall for her.
Quite tall. Yeah.
So she couldn't reach them. So she would go over to Branson or something and she'd be like, I need a head start. And so he would stack the bottom of the box.
Otherwise she'd fall in the box.
She did a good job.
Yep. She did. And then at the end of the day, she was like, when are we going to get paid? And I was like, I'll pay you. Like, I have to go get money though.
Yeah.
And Mimi's like, how many dollars an hour? And she goes, 10.
But no, I said, how many dollars an hour do you think you should make? Like 5? And she goes, how about 10?
And then she meant 10 the whole time.
So I'm like, well, would $20 make you happy? And she's like, yeah.
I told Britton you should pay her $12 an hour. She worked.
She turned bright red getting $20. She was so excited. She worked like probably 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours.
She worked.
She did a good job
the whole time.
She did a good job.
Pay her.
Patti, if you love honey, you're gonna love the honey coffee.
Yeah, it's really good.
It tastes exactly like honey.
Like
so good.
Not cheap honey. It tastes like fancy farm market honey.
This isn't the honey in the teddy bear jar. This is the fancy honey.
Is this our
next one? And it is pumpkin roll.
Pumpkin roll.
It is so good.
Warm notes of pumpkin spice with a hint of sweet filling. Someone needs to make a pumpkin roll. I love pumpkin rolls.
Do you? Yeah. I've never had one.
Yeah, I like pumpkin rolls.
Somebody made a really good one. Maybe it was my mom that made a really good pumpkin roll. I tried to do it one time, but it's hard to roll it into the thing.
Without it falling apart, yeah.
We had to make a bûche de Noël in French in high school.
Yeah.
And so instead of being pumpkin, it's it's a log cake. Yeah. And you have to roll it and then like dust it with sugar. And it was so hard to roll.
You're supposed to make it in a jelly roll pan and then put it on top of a cloth, like a tea towel, and then roll it up that way so it doesn't stick. Because that's part of the problem is that it sticks.
I think we had to use
you lost me a jelly roll pan. So I'm not sure quite what that looks like.
Our French teacher, you could get extra credit if you did cooking assignments. Yes. So like we made potato leek soup one time.
Nice.
We made a bûche de Noël. I don't even remember what we would just like cook so that we get good.
What we made was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. They had some candy in there.
Turkish Delight.
And would make that.
Yeah. Never had it, but I remember reading the books going, what is Turkish Delight?
Yeah, it was
Morning, Deborah.
It was like Jell-O. Like hardened Jell-O.
Interesting.
Is what it reminded me of.
Oh, Patti, I'm glad your order's coming. We finally got caught up yesterday.
Oh my gosh. we
little
had
bit wild there.
We were trying to finish our Amazon orders, and then we had over 400 web orders. And,
all of production came and helped do the gift sets on Friday, so it kind of
messed everything
up a little bit. And we are so used to getting the orders out. Like, we really try to get them out quickly, but we really do have a couple days.
We had someone contact us, and they were like, my coffee always comes the next day, and I haven't received it yet. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're trying. We're working.
Coffee.
Okay, next flavor is
plum. Unique blend featuring the sweet and tart taste of ripe plums. I love a good plum, but I have not had a good plum in years.
Yeah, I don't know that last time I had a plum.
Plums are tough and I feel like they're too hard, and then by the time they set, then they're just mush.
Yeah, you got to get them at the right time.
That is
hate
so
this
good.
cold. I cannot taste. Like, it all just tastes like
nothing.
Not nothing, but like coffee.
Yeah,
I love that. What a different. I would like plum jelly, I think.
Like, even what was it yesterday? You're like, the ham tastes weird. I'm like, I literally cannot taste it.
Yeah, I don't like
Laurie has us all smelling ham.
It's just my
I don't. If I think something might make me sick, I'm not. Especially, I'm leaving for New Orleans in the morning, so I do not want to be sick.
I forgot you're not going to be here.
So
Taylor Swift times 3.
Don't go around my children, because you're definitely going to get a cold.
I know. Logan was like, I'm like, go away from me. I don't mind a cold. I just don't want to get sick.
Well, like, Melissa stopped in yesterday, and I couldn't even barely say hi.
Melissa, who's overdue and about to have a baby any second.
I don't want to give it to
her
you.
cute
She was so funny, though, because she's like, I don't want to interrupt them. I'm like, we're interrupting them in their meeting.
I was stalking her page the other day. Like,
I was too. I literally have gone on, like, probably every other day to see if there's baby yet. I'm like, it's got to be time. It's so close.
I know.
This plum is really, really good. It is such a unique flavor. Unique.
Oh, does it say unique?
It says unique.
Yeah.
Good job, Patty.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I could put that in your head.
Oh, and Patty. I'm glad you guys love it. Some people won't try it because of the name. It's such a good combination.
It is really good. It is kind of it's more mild, like, than the cherry. It's just got a different mellow flavor. I like it,
but still has those fruit notes in there.
Absolutely.
That's so nice.
The woman I talked to yesterday would probably love it.
And here is the final flavor.
All right, and then cider donut.
This is such a good fall
and
box.
inviting aroma of freshly baked cinnamon donuts drenched in sweet sugar. This is a perfect fall box.
Just like going to the orchard. I almost said orchid.
That's where I'll be tomorrow.
Oh, for your field trip.
Oh, for a field trip.
Fun.
But it's crazy. We are going to a field trip or an orchard like 45 minutes away.
Why? We have some great ones 20 minutes away.
I know. 15 less than, it's like, let's just go to Mueller's or something.
A 45-minute bus ride with 7-year-olds.
I wonder if Lyndon and they all have first dibs.
They might already be booked.
Which one are you guys going to?
3 Cedars.
Interesting.
I've never heard of it. But there is like
maybe it's amazing.
A train. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
I just remember being at one when the kids were little, and there was a little corn maze, and someone was smoking a cigarette.
No.
By the corn maze. And I'm just like, do you have any braids left? Because that would just, all our children would be on fire.
This looks highly crispy. I would not have
and it was super dry hay. I'm like, this is not a good idea. Have you guys ever been in Frankenmuth to Tiny
Farm?
The Tiny Farm?
No.
Yeah, I have been there.
Have you?
Yeah.
We went.
It's been a minute.
It was pretty cute.
Yeah.
I liked it. But
it's like a petting farm or whatever.
You'd like take a little wagon ride around or whatever. I guess it can be really busy. When we went there, it wasn't busy at all. And then have reindeer there.
Oh,
it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Like something that kids would like if we ever have a weekend.
I know.
November 9th. November 9th is our last busy weekend.
Shh.
And then we didn't do anything fall
until we start working 7 days a week after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Sedona dances 6 or 7 days a week right now. So it's just
guys,
crazy.
I'm free. Tell me what you want to do. Right? I got old kids now who don't want to trick or treat, don't want to go to the orchard.
Someday she'll be able to drive herself.
Yeah.
Soon. Like a year.
It's coming.
I mean, I guess it's not like I drive her. I just can't take her anywhere because she's always busy.
Yeah.
But they get their getting their places at 3:00, 3:30, like those early times.
That's what drives me crazy is when they, like how are parents supposed to work and also get their kids to places, especially you're half an hour away, right?
Right.
How are you supposed to do that? And I had the same struggle when my son was in baseball. It's like, come on,
Yeah. Well,
3 days a week.
It's not conducive to working parents.
No.
And a lot of parents, 2 people are working.
Right.
Or single families, do you know what I mean?
It's
even
very difficult.
Estelle's gymnastics is at 4:30, a town over.
Right.
So it's a 20+ minute drive, on a normal day, and they get out of school at 3:50.
And then how do you feed them?
Right. Oh God, that's the worst.
She's got to get. I pack her Leo and a protein bar.
Yeah.
And at least eat a protein bar.
Yeah. But you wish that you had time to like feed them a meal,
Well, I don't know about before gymnastics.
Yeah, that's true.
Not usually a great plan.
Yeah.
But it is just running.
Charles, I'm so glad you like the cider donut.
Yeah.
I thought that one was really good too.
And they were all good. I like them all. They're all very different from each other, which I like.
I like that too.
Yeah. I worry people
we don't have a chocolate one in this one, which is interesting.
No,
we don't.
But we had a pretty good chocolate one last month.
I worried people would complain that it wasn't like spooky hollow, like, pumpkin head flavor or whatever. But I think the point was more like a fall themed, box instead.
I think it was fun. It was fun to take the pictures of it too. And then Ashley went in and like put them in spooky settings.
Yeah, I was able to make some fun videos out of it too. So that was good. And the influencers had fun with it.
So which one was your favorite?
I'm going pumpkin roll. I love the pumpkin roll. That was really good.
I'm going the plum. I loved the plum.
I feel like I'm going to go cider donut. Which is surprising for me because I'm not a cinnamon fan.
You're not a cinnamon fan, no.
I have been putting cinnamon in like all of my coffee in the morning, like just actual like shakes of cinnamon. And like I'll put it in my smoothie.
Super good for your
metabolism.
Right. Everything that I hate is good for your metabolism.
I know. So I'm like, honey, if I just ingest all this, maybe. Well, honey is high in carbs, so then it's kind of like
honey is like really good for your immune system.
Yeah. So I've been doing that, and guys, I haven't lost a pound yet. I'm just choking down cinnamon by the.
It's all those teaspoons of cinnamon.
To be fair, we have brought in lunch more days than we have.
Oh my gosh, we've had to. We haven't had time to, cook or plan or anything.
And they are really cute. Yeah. I love the little colors of them.
Yeah.
I feel bad when Vicky comes to tell me something and I know I'm giving her that like look like I'm not processing anything you're saying to me, but I'm really trying.
Well, especially when you get focused on something, and then like if somebody comes in and you're like, oh, I'm still really in what I was doing, like give me a second.
Walking through the warehouse when 4 people stop you about something, it's like I don't even know what I was doing.
Yeah, no idea why I'm here. No idea.
That's all right though.
But 'tis the season. We're in it. We're in it already. And advent calendars are launching.
Oh shoot, I have to do that.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
I like how we talk about it, but it's calendars. Like, this is my to-do list.
And then we have, next week we'll talk about our sale, right?
I got through my to-do list, but that wasn't out there.
But it's going to start over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get those up.
What day is Halloween? What day of the week?
Next
is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Wednesday we can talk about the sale. You guys know what it is. You're ready.
Yeah.
It'll be the same as always
on it.
Yeah. What do we do every St. Patty's Day and every Halloween?
But Jessica it'll be a new year for her to get screwed at.
Was she here for St. Patrick's Day?
I
can't remember.
Maybe.
But I mean, we don't take phone calls or anything. Yeah. So it's just too much.
No, Melissa was still here last time.
Melissa was here.
I think it was the transition.
Right.
I think it was the transition.
Because Melissa was here until the end of June.
And Melissa, if you talk to her customer service, that's she's overdue for a baby. So we're really excited for her.
She's like down and ready.
And it was funny because at book club last week, Janelle, who is the customer service 2 people ago, and Jessica, our new one, were at book club together.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cute.
Yeah.
And Jessica's so sweet. I've gotten talking on the phone to people because I'm doing customer service this week. So
her grandmother's ill, so she's off.
Not fast, but I'll get there. I've gotten so many good compliments on Jessica, just how sweet she is.
Oh, she is so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love how when you meet her, she's kind of shy. She comes off as very kind of shy, which reminds me of Malin, but then she's super adventuresome. And she meets up with women she doesn't know and goes like on these nature things. And she's part of that group of, her husband is an amazing artist and travels a lot. So she's just she finds things to do.
So he does murals at Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
But this is going to segue to something totally separate because I watched the most hilarious video at a Bass Pro Shop. They had 2 raccoons move into one of their fake trees and made a home in the store.
How did they get in?
I don't know, but they go, like,
did they let
came
them
down from the rafters of the ceiling, and I'm sure like the food aisles and stuff, there's so much food. They're probably just ripping open food and having a ball in there. And then they would go in the tree and like hide in there. So finally,
they couldn't find them.
They got footage of what was happening in the store, and they made a home in one of the big fake trees.
Oh my gosh.
They look that real.
Can you imagine though if you're like shopping in the store and there's a freaking raccoon that
you would die. I would have a heart attack there.
You would drop dead.
Spill.
Yeah.
I'd give me some defib.
Yeah.
The raccoons. I would like to really meet a like baby raccoon when they're sweet and nice.
We had a person who used to work here that used to like work with a rehabber and always have like baby raccoons.
Yeah, she would help the rehabber out.
I was like,
I like the idea of a baby raccoon. I like the idea of a baby giraffe.
Just remember that everything
better.
gets big. And you like tiny things, but you don't like big things. This is like your mom telling you that kitten's going to get big one day, and that puppy's going to be a Great Dane.
That's why I bought a dog. I researched what dogs stay looking like puppies forever.
And don't shed.
So it was perfect. It was like
Ella
golden
really
doodles.
Shed, right?
They were
no,
like
golden doodles are huge.
Sheldon doesn't
but they
really
look
shed.
Like puppies still.
Sky isn't shedding nightmare, but Sheldon doesn't shed. I didn't realize for our Australian Shepherds, there's actually 2 different kinds of Australian Shepherds, and one is a show breed and one is a working breed. So Sheldon's a show breed, and Sky is a working breed.
That would actually make sense in their personalities.
They have really different temperaments.
Yeah.
And
but Sheldon used to be a lot more like Sky when he was Sky's age.
Well, he was naughty, but he like his hair feels different and stuff. His like fur feels completely different.
It does.
And he doesn't have herding instincts. Like he goes and lays with their chickens and just like basks with them, you know, and Sky chases them.
Yeah. Do they like him?
The chickens?
Yeah.
Our old chickens really liked Sheldon.
Yeah.
These chickens were not super social with. Just the breed, they're not as social.
Yeah.
They come out and say hi, like when they get home.
And they're not free range either,
they're
which
not
is
free
different.
range. We used to be able to hang out with them,
and
now we can't. We have like
because
a
of the
big
foxes.
Fenced area, like a pretty big area that they can go in and they can fly and roosting. So it's a nice area, but we have foxes and hawks.
Yeah, that would be bad.
So they can't free range like our old ones.
Don't you have a tunnel too for them?
Yeah,
like
so
a tunnel?
From their coop, because the coops are pretty little.
Yeah.
The coop has a run, and then we built it's called a channel, a chicken tunnel over to this like, it almost looks like one of those giant dog fences or a batting cage or something. And it's connected to the tunnel. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so no other animals can get into their
and
area.
you have to do it down quite a bit so they don't burrow under it.
Yeah, so we took the chicken wire and you like put it out into the ground. You almost like bury it down into the ground, and then we got those like stakes and we staked it all down. And so far everything's been okay.
That's great.
So I mean everything's really tight on both ends.
Yeah.
And then we built like at the beginning of the tunnel, like a big wooden thing so we can slide it in when they're in their coop so that nothing can get into the coop at night.
Yeah. It makes you wonder how the people who advertise they do free range, because usually you would be like on a farm where there are foxes and things.
They lose a lot of chickens. And most people have guardian livestock dogs who have a ton of chickens.
Yeah.
So they have dogs that protect their
chickens.
Yeah, their chickens.
I know our neighbors tried to, and like I live in the city. So I was like, I'm sorry, why do you have ducks? And they had like 6 ducks and they were huge ducks in like an area much smaller than this room, like a 10 by 10 space. And they smelled,
really
and they
bad.
never came out of their cage. And I have a friend who works at the city, and I just said, hey, what do we do about the smell? He's like, which side of your house is it on? And I said, this side. He says, okay. next thing I knew, the ducks were gone and it doesn't stink anymore.
One of my friends, Beth, I'll never forget, she had the ducks and she had the little leashes.
Harnesses.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah. For it was so cute.
And
That
some
was
people
cute.
do have like house ducks and house chickens. They put little diapers on them.
Well, and that's a duck being taken care of. These ducks were not being taken care of. I just watch them and they're little, and I'm like, God, it's rainy, it's snowy, and they're just like, they don't even have a shelter.
Right.
That's
cool.
sad.
Yeah.
That's
really Ella,
sad.
when she goes to my parents now, that's the first thing she does is run outside and see the chickens. She loves the chickens.
Did the chickens love her?
Who knows?
I mean,
I think
are
so.
pretty tolerant. Like, as long as they're not attacking them. Honestly, the chickens attack the dogs more than the dogs usually attack the chickens.
Yeah, the chickens chased me around the car when I went there. So
nice.
Oh, yeah. Our chickens.
I was not having it. Then one of them tried to get in my car.
They do. They would get in your car.
Like fly into the back seat. I'm like,
man.
I can't have a chicken in my car.
Yeah. I would open my door and they would greet me by like jumping in.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, okay, ladies.
Good
I
old
need
Zelda.
to get
Relax.
out.
Are you still getting a lot of egg production?
No, these chickens are very finicky and they just do whatever they want.
If you introduce new chickens,
I think they're like the Bridgerton chickens.
They are.
They're like ladies.
They
we will do as we want.
When they feel like it. They're molting again, but they already molted, so I don't know what they're doing. I think the temperature fluctuations here is really throwing
that it got cold and then it got really warm again. Like it's been in like almost 80s again, which is so weird for October in Michigan.
They had like a late summer molt all of a sudden and now they're molting again. So there's feathers everywhere.
I'm not all about the chickens.
You're not about that urban farmer life.
But I do feel like we should have gotten a couple like workhorse chickens.
Yeah.
Like Isa Browns are just, they produce 1 to 2 eggs a day, period.
You know what? I should have sent you this video I watched. It was all about like how many different kinds of chickens and breeds you should have for a well-rounded farm. And I was like, Britton probably already knows this, but this lady did this whole video and I don't know why I watched it. I don't have chickens.
You're never going to have chickens.
I'm never going to have
Patti
chickens.
says she doesn't like farm birds.
Yeah,
we call them the yard birds.
The yard birds. We have yard birds.
I just like the idea of most animals, and I don't really like the animals.
You do not like the idea of most animals. Can we go back and call you out on that?
I like the idea of animals.
This is somebody who wants to hybrid breed mini giraffes.
I'm with you. I like the idea of most animals, but I am scared of animals.
You get me a reptile and
our
we're
pool
done.
people now have. I feel like I'm going to Jurassic Park when I go to their house. Like emus came running at me in the dark.
Oh, and they're crazy.
In the dark.
It was very scary. Their whole entire they have a hobby farm now, and I'm sure it's fabulous, and people love to go there.
Well, their peacocks kept running away. They kept escaping.
Well, their emus did, and then they had video of them like holding them, and they're not little.
No,
and getting them back in their fence.
Oh, but a little emu is going to be really cute.
But
they're not. They're not. They look like ostriches.
Yeah.
They're huge.
But they've got to come from an egg. They got to start out little.
Oh, I don't know that we ever saw them little.
Like Emmanuel, the emu, who loves to attack his owner's camera.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, that's cute.
They're naughty.
And then birds, and I'm just not a fan of birds in the house.
No. Geese are mean. Geese are really mean.
And roosters are not nice either.
Well, some are. We grew up on a lake, and the geese were crazy.
Yeah, when you guys were little, they wouldn't run away from you. They were not scared of you.
No, Dad would send all 5 of us at once because we had a big hill, and we would have to run down the hill and scream, and we would all do it. And
such
then
a Kevin
would go
move.
away. He'd be like, "Clear the geese!" And it would be like you had to like put your arms out, and everybody had to run.
And the neighbors see this just like horde of Shaws coming down and screaming.
Not surprised.
Nobody's surprised. They're like the Shaw kids are at it again.
Probably would have sent his kids right out too.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it was just a couple doors down. I got phone calls often about
what your kids were doing.
My parenting.
There was one neighbor. Well, 4 or 5 houses had kids our age, and we all hung out. So we're traveling the neighborhood to each other's houses constantly, right?
There's no
they're
sidewalks.
big, and they're big yards. They're not small houses. You know, they're pretty big yards.
I mean, we were, for the most part, doing pretty innocent stuff like playing Spy Kids or like silly stuff.
You said for the most part.
Well, when we were teenagers, obviously stuff progressed a little bit.
But it wasn't. I think they went and they were selling something door to door. 5 kids, like no one's taking 5 kids. And he called me, your children should not be going to people's doors by themselves.
Disrespectful to the
they're not by themselves.
Or like there was one neighborhood where our neighborhoods were kind of connected. And if you cut through this one person's lawn, like into the woods, you could get to the other neighborhood.
Because it was the other neighborhood.
Otherwise, you had to walk like almost a mile to get there.
To get around. Like a peninsula, you had to walk around to get there.
One of the neighbors was fine with us going through his yard. And it's not like we were being rude or doing it every day.
They were really just walking.
But one neighbor just called you and was like, and it's like, we're in your woods. We're just walking through.
Yeah.
Just walking through.
It's funny how people's perspective can be, you know.
We hope with all this chicken talk, we're not going to have a feather collection. You're not going to have a feather collection.
There will be no plucking and whatever, the chickens. I had to go to Walgreens this morning, and all the Rite Aids in Michigan closed, right?
Yes. Walgreens are closing too.
Well, so
Walgreens are closing too.
In Flushing, we went from 2 Rite Aids.
Open? Like Meijer
to one Walgreens. And the one Walgreens that we have in Flushing is like a line around the corner the entire time. So I saw they opened at 8. I got there right. I was at 7:59 waiting. And there's a little sweet old lady ahead of me. She gave them a dressing down. She was like, and I heard you guys are closing. And I hear this. They were so sweet to her. They just sat there and like, yes, ma'am. And they helped her figure out Senior Tuesday.
Oh, gosh.
And then when she left, I was like, you guys just did such a good job. They're like, every customer has been like this. And that made me so sad that they're dealing with that on repeat.
Well, yeah, because they just like sent all their prescriptions over to Walgreens. And so now Walgreens is trying to do that.
Well, and I heard about like an hour and a half lines. And I know one, they're like, we're just done to the end of the night. We can't even fulfill everything.
But now Walgreens are closing.
So they did say that officially?
I've seen quite a few articles about it.
I have seen stuff. I just didn't know for sure. I tried to look it up while I was sitting there.
There's no official dates, but
and then we get ours
at
it's going to be the
anyway.
Target grocery store.
There's a
but
ton
those
of
are all those
independent
inside of them.
In Flushing, we have Kroger pharmacy and something else.
In
that's
the Walmart,
a lot.
The Walmart in Grand Blanc has a drive-through.
So here's my thing: the prescriptions made them money, probably, right?
Yeah.
And all the other stuff in their store didn't.
Right.
Like they should have just been a pharmacy.
Yeah. I mean, and again, they have like a line. Like I tried to go at lunch yesterday to get my husband's prescriptions, lying around the corner.
So we still have Rite Aid.
No,
Rite Aids are gone.
Okay, so Rite Aids are gone. CVS's are gone.
No, we still have some CVS's, but like not a lot.
I thought Rite Aid and CVS was the same thing.
I don't think so.
I thought they bought them out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
Think so.
I thought they combined like years ago.
I don't know.
I don't really know either.
All
but
I know is that in Flushing we have Kroger Pharmacy, and then there's like a mom and pop pharmacy.
It's going to be the big chains.
Yeah, and the mom and pop closes at 5. So
how do you get your prescription?
Exactly. So and Flushing's like
I better go get my prescription.
A small town, but it's like a ton of people spread out.
Right.
You know, so
and you don't have a Walmart.
No,
I didn't notice that Coffee Beanery on the screen.
Yeah, I put that there.
That's pretty cool.
It's been there for.
I'm like, I know. I'm like, oh, it's not on our curtain.
No, the
it's
logo
actually
is new. That's only been 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, okay.
We've always had the bottom one that says Coffee Beanery, but the logo, they just introduced that. So thank you, Restream, for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
fantastic.
nice. Yeah.
I just drank
it
all the
kind of
pumpkin.
like a postcard in the
on
the screen.
It is nice.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. Well, I guess I should go get a prescription before everybody closes and.
I didn't read any like immediate dates.
Yeah. Well, and again, like this was like a prescription like for my husband.
I wonder if they're just getting overrun.
Week. They are.
No, I meant overrun by like why are they like the health system?
Yeah.
Like something's changed in the
I
don't know.
There was some
system.
sort of I'll have to find it, but there was like a whole reason behind the Rite Aid.
Yeah,
one. Like somebody bought it up and then it's like a huge conglomerate. And
I'd like to know more because
there was something weird.
It just didn't make the margins that other, but it seems like that other junk in their store.
Yeah.
I mean, not junk, but do you know what I mean? Nobody goes there for, you don't really know what they carry. I mean, I would understand like medicines, like off the counter medicines and it being a medical place.
It all comes down to Amazon, right? Because they're there for convenience.
An Amazon pharmacy is grown huge. You
can
just get all your
but the problem is when you need it right away. When you're sick and you need it right away, what do? You can't do the online pharmacy, right? And then when you go, like you said, you don't really know what's in there. But when you do go in there, their prices are 3 times as high as if I went across the street to Kroger to buy it, right? So the price differences were huge.
Well, but I feel like that's because I had the other aisles of junk that was always 70% off, or they're trying to get rid of it. It's like get rid of that whole half the store of makeup and gifts and whatever, and only do medical.
But it is crazy because,
but
like
it was so expensive.
Here, there's no Walmart, there's no Target, there's no
because those are all CVS and whatever.
Like Kroger
in
has
there.
barely any over-the-counter medicine.
Right.
So you're gonna have to travel to get that stuff.
Right. Yeah. And again, Flushing's not really that small to have to. We went from 2 Rite Aids to certain
and
one Walgreens, a Kroger, and the mom and pop. And the mom and pop is new; they close at 5. Where do people go to get their?
I bet the grocery stores are going to expand their medical. Maybe
there's no room in that.
I don't know.
store.
I think Amazon moving in has hurt and helped.
But some of it you can't get without ID, and you can't get.
Well, now Amazon is doing that like online doctoring, pharmacy thing. But again, we don't live in a town where I can get like, the drone delivering me the medicine, right? And I doubt very much they'd deliver any narcotics or anything like that per drone.
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know.
An Uber.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe Houston Ubering on your account.
Yeah. So, anyways, Bill gave us another. We are getting our first Costco here.
It's on Hill Road, though. It's like 15 minutes south of our office.
Yeah. And it's expected to be wild. Like already, like the intersection where it's at is like crazy, crazy busy.
Oh, so busy.
And what's surprising though is how fast they've built this thing.
We don't have Sam or BJ's, but we do have 2 Sam's Clubs really close.
Yeah.
And then the Costco down in, is it like Brighton or Auburn Hills or whatever?
Yeah.
That one's nuts.
Yeah.
Like you can barely walk in there.
Yeah.
It's so
all
busy.
of our Costco's are really crazy, So I'm sure this one will be, I don't know if the Costco's are busy.
They built it so quick. They built it. I mean, it was shocking. Like once the outs, the whatever. Exterior. It's like if they're a tornado, it's like, I understand why they just whoosh.
I'm telling you,
because there's nothing to them.
I think that they're start to finish 4 months on this.
Well, they were saying like spring, and now they're really pushing for before Christmas.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, like it's coming. Like it's going to be open. Yeah, like
I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to miss the Christmas season.
No,
a brand new Costco and
and I think Sam's might be worried because I keep getting Groupons for Sam's memberships.
Which we have a Costco membership and a Sam's membership. I mean, the Sam's one's really convenient because of location, but once the Costco's opens,
it's going to.
But
especially
also
because it's
so
in
busy.
Between some of the other communities, so I think those people
they really do carry different stuff.
I love Costco stuff. I'm just like my crowd anxiety. I don't know that I'm going to be able to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like I don't know that I'll be able to do it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a Sam's. And the reason I don't have a Sam's membership is that every time I go there, I spend $400.
Yeah. Everything you put in the cart, like
I
20,
think it's hard
40.
when you've got, you only have really 3 in your family now. Doesn't
that's what
always
cracks
make
me up
sense.
because my mother-in-law still shops there, right? And she'll be like, I'm a girl, you are one person. And she'll come to my house with 2 30 boxes of what were they? The Emergency.
Oh, the Emergency.
And I'm like, girl, why did you buy all that? You could have just it was a great price. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was still $25.
Yeah, you're still wasting
toilet paper, paper towel, their clothes. They always have.
I love looking at their clothes. Their clothes are fun.
Kids, like Christmas and birthday presents are. I mean, just you get the huge pack for like $20.
Yeah,
it's so cheap.
Yeah,
I
used to love their wrapping paper. Yeah. I loved their double-sided wrapping paper. It was so nice.
Yeah.
And then they had the it's just not as nice anymore. And then they had the matching little cards and stuff.
They do, but it was like down a weird aisle last year. Like it was down the freezer section aisle. I found it.
That's odd.
Really odd.
Okay.
But I got 2 of the super thick rolls, the really thick paper.
Yeah.
But it was just in a weird spot. I think I was down there getting something else, and I was like, this is what I I was looking for.
Yeah, and it was inexpensive, like $8 or something to roll, and it lasts for like. I wrap a lot of presents. It was
like
nice.
The same kind of wrapping paper though, but I've never tried it before.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've been. Well, I guess we went to Costco when we went to Colorado Springs or something, but.
Well, we did the Costco when we were working at it a few years ago when we were going to be in them.
Basically the same as Sam's Club.
Yeah, but like different products.
Yeah,
But I don't think it's any busier than Sam's.
Yes, way busier.
Is it?
Oh my gosh, you can't move.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think the one we go to, I don't think there's a Sam's Club near there.
I personally see more videos of influencers doing like, here's what I get for like protein hauls and like food, for meal planning. And I think that also helps Costco's business because you're going there looking for those specific things.
I think that there's
yes.
Economic thing though. That was Sam's typically goes to lower income and Costco goes to higher income.
Yeah,
I believe that. Kind of like Trader Joe's and Aldi and
which
stuff.
We don't have any Trader Joe's here, but we have Aldi's.
Yeah.
Aldi's everywhere, which is where I shop.
Nobody gets Trader Joe's kind of.
I love me some Aldi. Don't get me started on my Aldi love.
You have a great week as well, Bill and Charles. We also need to go.
Yes.
And get stuff done. But I hope you guys enjoyed this box, and we've got some really fun future ones planned too.
Got all next year figured out.
And I think we'll do a baking challenge for one of the next ones.
We said December, but we'll see how we feel in December.
Hanging on to my baking.
I know. That was what I was mad about. The only thing.
She canceled October's. I think she just wanted to hold on to her title.
It's right there.
I was literally in Michael's buying the pan, and she's like, oh, we're going to cancel. I'm like, I'm not mad about it. But I also don't want you to keep the trophy for another month.
I did I haven't even unpacked from Florida.
I know.
Nope, me neither.
So I did last night. I finally did laundry and got some stuff.
That's good.
Just in time to pack again. So.
Oh, gosh.
All right. So everyone have a great week.
Bye.